Well, March is Li-Fraumeni Syndrome Awareness Month, and one local nonprofit is hosting a special event to help families with devastating cancer condition receive financial relief. And here to tell us about its LFS Awareness event is President of Living LFS, Andi Last. Andi, tell me a little bit about Li-Fraumeni Syndrome. What is that?
Allie, thank you so much for having me on today. I really appreciate it. So I'm going to get into some heavy stuff first, but I promise that there will be some hope at the end of this.
Yeah.
So stick with me.
Okay.
So first of all, people with Li-Fraumeni syndrome, or LFS, we literally have killer genes. People with LFS have a 70 to nearly 100% lifetime risk of developing cancer. It is financially, psychologically, physically devastating for these families. And life with LFS really sucks. And that is where we come in. Living LFS is a patient support organization. We provide support, encouragement, empowerment for people with Li-Fraumeni syndrome. We connect them with care, resources, and community. And March 20th is LFS Awareness Day. And in honor of that, that's actually, we chose that date because it's our founder's birthday. Jennifer Mallory, she was a fierce patient support advocate. She died at the age of 44 from breast cancer as related to LFS. So on the 20th, we are going to provide hardship grants to families in need because, as I said, it's so incredibly expensive to deal with all the costs of cancering, basically, with LFS. And we're going to have a community Zoom call and the public is welcome, so that people can learn more about it. We're going to talk to a researcher from the National Cancer Institute who will give us some psychological tools to arm ourselves for living with LFS. We'll talk to a genetic counselor who will kind of give some background on the genetics of LFS, and we'll also tell people how they can get one-on-one cancer support, which is incredibly important under these circumstances. And then the next step from that is, the hope part of it. I promised that there would be hope. There is hope. For me personally, this week is 10 years since I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Wow. This year is 10 years since I was diagnosed with LFS. So we may have LFS, but we're not dead yet.
Yeah.
Which is really great. It is possible to live, survive, and thrive with LFS. And so, for the viewers, for the community, if you have a family history of cancer, especially if any of them happened at a young age, it's really vitally important to consider genetic testing. It can literally save your life, your kid's life, your family's life, because if you find out that you have LFS, you can get on a screening protocol. They will check you regularly to see if anything is going on, if you've got any cancers happening, so that they can catch it when it's as early as possible, when it's as treatable as possible, and as survivable as possible. So there is hope there. If you find out that you have LFS, it's not a death sentence, and we love being able to tell people that. And then the other aspect of it is on a global level. TP53 is mutated in every single gene in my body, but if you were to get a cancer tumor, there would be TP53 mutated in that tumor. Yeah. So if researchers can figure out what is going on with LFS, if they can cure LFS, there's the potential that they could cure all cancers with that information.
That's incredible.
Is hugely important, which is why it's so important to us to be able to spread awareness during LFS Awareness Month, to make people know that just because you have cancer in your family, it isn't necessarily bad luck. It could literally be genetic. And if you find out early, it can save your life.
Okay, so where's the website? Where can people partake in this on March 20th?
Thank you for that. LFSawareness.com is the website. You can go, you can donate to hardship grants for the families in need, and you can sign up for our Zoom call to learn more.
Okay, well, Andi, thank you so much for sharing your story and bringing it right to us to inform people and get those screenings done. We appreciate your time.
Absolutely, I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you so much.
All right.